think I got it. Woo. Looks like it's working. Looks like I'm live. I hit live maybe a minute beforehand. Yeah, there it goes on my laptop. I do got Wi-Fi connection. Awesome. Woo. Morning. Good morning. It is almost 2:30. Saturday morning. Woo. Mishy Stacker. Yeah, you hear me? Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah, when I first started the live stream, I was at my work, and I talked about it last night. I think you were on there, and I talked about it last night about going live stream when I got home, probably around 2:30. I've never really scheduled it. I scheduled a few accidentally here and there, but nothing I wanted to do. Um, but it's kind of my first time, I guess, scheduling ahead of time. Um, it's like you and uh, oh dang it, flying by the seat of your pants. You and I can't think of his name. Why can't I think? Cranky one, Cranky Stacker. Go girl balls! Woo! Good morning. I'm the only one who can't sleep. Oh, there's plenty others out there. I know Rakamas was in there earlier. She said she was pretty tired tonight, and I said no, no worries. Ellie stopped by, and she said she was heading to bed. Uh, I couldn't determine on what I wanted to do. It rained. I was debating on either doing Amy Harold. You're still up? Woo! I don't know, Amy. I just got here. I cured this Crucible earlier today. I put it at 500 degrees Celsius, not Fahrenheit, Celsius, and I had it in there for about a half an hour, and I let it cool down. That's the way how you cure those for the first time before you first use them. Uh, it's one of my other subscribers that asked how much these were. I bought five of them in one shot around April because I was in fear because of the tariffs and all that. The prices were going to go up, and they're about $26, $27 a piece. They were back then, and they still are. Um, I probably could. I probably could. It depends on whether I get some copper all cut up and put inside that crucible, and it would be some of the normal things I would pour, either a dragon or a heart or a pew pew or maybe even an arrowhead. Everything that I pour, I don't have anything done up, but it's very good to see you. And it's wet outside. It rained around 11:30 to 12:30. I do have some dry firewood. Liberty Bleeds. Woo! Yo, what's going on, brother? Good to see you. Yeah, Bigfoot. I saw Bigfoot back there. Your video feed was kind of a little bit hazy. Magnetic North. Good to see you, brother. Thank you so much for stopping in. Yeah, but I thought I could see through the trees. I thought I could see through the trees. The maybe shadows of Littlefoot or Bigfoot. It looked like Bigfoot, but I really think it was Littlefoot spying on you, brother. I got silver here laying on my table. I needed that for a minute, and I got a big hunk from the last time that I had poured some silver. I want to pour some silver this weekend. I'm just going to throw these little pieces in here. Oh, roll away. I'm just going to throw these pieces in here to get them off my desktop here. Yeah. It was awesome to see some of your videos. I've been so hectically busy at work and everything else. It's been crazy. Look at all these little tiny pieces here. Oh, there's another piece of silver. Yeah, I'm sure there's little pieces of silver all over the place. Joseph Lopez, good morning. Good morning. How you doing? But Mrs. T-Bird was working last night to 4 o'clock. I don't get my work hours are crazy. 10 hours a day, 5 days a week, usually Saturdays, but not this Saturday. But it's Friday, and I went live last night. Uh, the one thing that's really going to stink is I kind of wanted to get up and listen to, what do they call it now, LBS? It's not Saturday with Vegas and Blue Collar Stacker. They got a special guest on there. Good morning, Bazzy. How you doing? But I don't know if I'm going to be able to get up because I'm going to be up to by about 5 o'clock in the morning here. And I figured I'd come home, go live. I've still got coffee pumping through my veins. Ooh, yeah. Bird's the word. But I'm going to get some copper cut up and process it and get it ready for this new crucible, which I cured just yesterday. Um, do some copper pouring probably tomorrow. I could maybe do it tonight, but it once I get the copper loaded up in there and I turn it up to 1200 degrees Celsius, it's going to be about 45 minutes before I'm ready to pour. And I have nothing really much to pour unless I use one of these, do another dragon or do a heart. Oh, I'm going to get a face reveal here. No, you're not. I got to shave too. Or do some dust in there, do a pew pew, or maybe I could do an arrowhead. I don't know. I got that flask I got to break in too. Um, I do have some kinetic play sand out around here. Let's see. Let me get started here and set these down. I appreciate each and every one of you stopping by here, and it's really so good to see you, OBS. I know you've been busy too, and it's awesome that you got back up to Washington. I believe you went up to go see your parents. Watching a lot of your videos. I've been trying to comment on them. I haven't watched them all, and I apologize. But yeah, I know the Broke Stacker was talking. He's going to start using something to gauge these with, because a lot of these crucibles, my very first couple of crucibles that I used, well, this is one of the first ones. I don't know how close I can get up to it, but if you see that, that's they recommend. Let me take that out of the box real quick. They recommend, and it seems like not all crucibles are made equal. They recommend after 8 uses. These are good for 8 uses, 1 hour per use. When I take mine, it all depends. The higher the temperature, the more it deteriorates the graphite. But I've always done like anywhere from a 2 to 2.5 hour pour or burn, if that's what you call it, use. I've got it going for like 2.5 hours minimum, sometimes 3 and 3.5. Now, this one particular crucible over here, no face reveal. I got to shave. You guys can't have a face reveal. Let me show you this one. This one is about the same condition as the other one. It still can be used, but there's like pits in it and everything. And it's rather thin, it's rather light. And I've got, it's either that one or this one. I forget which one it is. I got 18 uses out of them because I used to keep track of how many times I used them. And it's at least 2.5 to 3 hour sessions that I've used these with. And I've way over exceeded them. But yeah, 8 uses, 1 hour per use. I don't know. But the Broke Stacker's talking about gauging them with micro, calipers. And that's a good idea. But yeah, that is great, Conquer. that is. It's awesome. Some of the other ones, I kept track of the very first one. I got 18 uses. The next one, I lost count after 14. So I'm getting at least more than my money's worth because every time when I use them, I've got that the 2-auto furnace cranked right up to 1150 to 1200 degrees Celsius. That's a lot. If they were only getting 8 uses out of it an hour at a time, I wouldn't even use it. I'd go get a Devil's Forge. You're taking a shot in the dark, but I think it's 67. And you see here, I'm missing a little something. What's 44 plus 23? You guys are doing addition in there. But yeah, like I said, 18 times out of one of my crucibles, 2.5 to 3 hours, roughly. If you want to average it, you could just say 2 hours. A minimum of 2 hours, 18 times. And you know what that is? Yeah. It's 36. That's a lot. UK to US mail has resumed now. Awesome. Good. Yeah, I sent out a hat about month and a half ago to Daryl USA. He was on my last night's live stream. He never. It was a month and a half ago. He lives in the States. He never received it. I got to find the tracking number on that. But let me break out some copper here. Start cutting this up, and I do got my scale out here uh, just for just for the fun of it. Um, let's take one of these old ones. This old one right now. I could show it to you, but take my word for it. 13.33 ounces. That one weighs. Now the new one, which I haven't even used yet, is 15.55. So lo and behold, it's lost at least 2 ounces of graphite material. And you can see this newer one is nice and pristine and shiny. And it's already been tempered up to 500 degrees Celsius for half an hour, and I cooled it down. But I apologize, I'm not paying attention to the chat. I'm still trying to get things organized here. This is just like Cranky Stacker and Mishy Stacker says, flying by the seat of my pants. And I want to do some pouring tomorrow. And I need to find the time and take the time. I'm just so busy with work and everything else and normal life. I'm sure you guys can see that. I've got my setup a little bit different here, so you guys can see what I'm doing. But I'm sort of just flying by the seat of my pants. I didn't know whether to do an inside studio live stream or do a fire pit live. I would like to have done a fire pit live, but it rained out. I do have some dry wood, and just have to bear with me. I am pretty tired. I just had a long day from the time I went to work and got up to get ready for work. It's been 12, 13, 14-hour day for me already. But yeah, this is take the insulation off from there like that. And I think Liberty Bleeds at one point in time had commented, because I tried to take some of this copper. This is pure 99 copper. It's as pure as wire copper is going to get. And I tried to use it in my fire pit to make some green and blue and purple flames. It didn't work because the fire was not getting hot enough to burn that. So what I had to do is I had to get some regular Christmas tree ornament lights, which is like super fine copper that will burn and gives off them colors. But here is a nice little bundle of the pure 99 copper that I'm talking about. And on average, each one of these weighs roughly about a pound, but that's with the insulation on it. And take my word for it. Over there, I'm gonna let's see right here with the insulation on it. It's if I'm getting it right. Keeps wanting to roll on me. Oh, come on. But it's 16 ounces. It's 16 ounces. So with the insulation, that's a pound. Let's see. I know how I can do this. Just let me usually roll it up the way I usually do and stick it in the crucible. I usually just take this because it melts rather good. Once I get that crucible full, even if I get 20, 25 ounces in there, I get that crucible full, and it takes about 45 minutes for that to melt at 1200 degrees Celsius. And if you guys would, for me, please smash that like button. Please, I'd really appreciate it if you do. I guess it helps my channel with the content getting out there. I'm getting very close to. I'm just hours away from the 3,000 watch hours, and that's my first goal. My second goal is going to be 1,000 subs and 4,000 watch hours. Right there, without the insulation, I got 12.39 ounces. So there's 12 ounces right there, a pure 999 copper. And what I usually do, I used to take it and trim it up, but I had thicker copper. Yeah, I did. I got all different types of copper. Here's another type of copper I got in a big ball right here. I got that, and it's like wire copper, but it's coarser, and it's much more. It's stiffer, much stiffer. I can do the same thing with that, but I also have. let me see. I have all sorts of different types of copper, and this is even heavier gauge copper. Right here, it's much more coarser copper. And yeah, I got silver. Yeah, I showed you the little silver that I had in here. I don't know, there's a couple of ounces in there. And there's 10 ounces right there. 10 ounces of silver. I've got another bottle like this in the house, another 10 ounces. So I roughly I have close to about 25 to 30 ounces of silver at my disposal for purposely pouring. I've got more silver than that, yes, but I'm not melting down my bars or anything else, and all the other copper or silver I have is specifically for refining into pure 999 by using acids. And yeah, Emerald and everyone else that's out there that's seen that, I don't know. I wish the broke stacker, he was out here the other night and he saw it. But you be very careful when you're testing all your gold and whatnot when you're using acid testers to test them. There's that little spot there where I got an acid burden from not wearing my PPE gloves, my plastic gloves, and I was in a little bottle and I was squirting out the test for 24 karat, 18 karat, and 24 karat, and it got on my fingers and it stained my fingers and they were like that for about 2 weeks. But this is like a month and a half later, 2 months later, I think more. Yeah, about 2 months, and it's still towards the tip of my finger. It didn't hurt me, it didn't affect me or anything like that, but it more or less, it was a pride thing, I guess. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. It didn't really hurt my feelings. But always wear your PPE and always be sure you know what you're doing before you get into it. Don't jump head over fist over it. Like I said, I've been studying taking acids for probably about 4 years now. I've done a little bit of it. I have dissolved silver off from components, and I have got gold flake off from electronic components. And that's what a lot of it, like I was showing you guys on other previous videos. Here's another one here. Let me see if I can get a weight on this. So right now that other one was 2.35 or 12.35. This one with the insulation on it. This is what? You can't be both the same. Come on. I gotta try to get this so it doesn't roll off. It's a little different. It's almost 16 ounces as well. 12.35 on the other one. Throw that insulation away. Here's some more. So far we got about 12.3. And like I said, it's so simple. I used to cut it up. No need to cut it up. The dye did not come off. The boo-boo. No, it's an acid burn, basically. It's an acid burn on my cuticle. Cuticle, what do they call it? Not the cuticle. Your cuticle's right there at the bottom. What do they call that? What your thumbnail's made out of? It's right on the tip of my tongue, but I can't think of it. But it didn't stain it. It sort of did an acid burn. It's like a burn, and it did that to my fingers. And after a few days, 2 or 3 days, the skin's it's like if you get a bad sunburn or something, a real light sunburn, and the skin starts flaking off. That's what was happening to my fingers. So after a couple of weeks, it completely flaked right off. But when I first put this in here, I think we said we had 15 point. How much was that? Dang it. I have to weigh this again. No, I'm not going to weigh that again. I'm just going to put that in there because I got other crucibles that are brand new. I'm just going to stuff that in there. That's all I do is I just take it ahead of time and I stuff it in there as much as I can get in there. Let me see here. Let me grab. Oh yeah. Yeah, like I said, I'm pretty well. I've got other gas torches, and I got a brand new furnace here. I got a problem with it. I still got to get a heat relay for it because that came bad. Here's another crucible, 3 kilo crucible. Here's another one. Here's 2. Here's 3. This is 4. I got a 5th one here somewhere. I got another one floating around. I don't know exactly where. I've just been so busy in the last few months, and I haven't even poured but 2 times in the past couple of months. But I wanted to take one of those crucibles out of there and weigh it. And by the way, I'm out in my garage. Chicks, big scars, T-Bird. Thanks, Emperor. Yeah, I don't need to prove anything to anybody except for Mrs. T-Bird. Yeah, let's take this out here because it is another brand new one. And at some point in time, I'm going to use it anyways. Don't need that. Don't need no rubber band. I said, hi, Joseph Lopez. Hello again. But here's a brand new one right out of the package. I hope everything, you guys can see everything good. Like I said, you can't see the digital scale, but actually this one weighs in at 4.77 ounces. I could probably zoom in on that. Do you guys want to see the weight, or you take my word for it? I think you take my word for it. 4.77 ounces. Brand new. Nothing in it. Now, what I need to do, though, is take that, put that on there. I'm going to tear it out to 0. It's at 0. Now, right now, it says minus 14.77. It says minus 14.77. I'm going to set this on there with the copper that's in there. It's overloaded. Ooh, dang it. I think it overloads at 20. I think it overloads at 25 ounces. I can see it go all the way to 20. I'm at 23. Oh, goes to 24 ounces and then it overloads. I got more than 24 ounces in there. So right now there's over 24 ounces of copper right there. That's all set to go. Boom, bada bing. All I need to do is turn that on and let her melt. That's all I need to do. And basically, mentally corrupted. Woo! J-Dog! My brother J-Dog. There he is. My brother J-Dog. Right there. He's always with me. Anytime I'm out here pouring, he's my angel on my shoulder watching me. Yes, he is. He's always right there. He's always with me in my garage. Always. I appreciate you, J-Dog. J-Dog is where I learned the, oh man, yeah, be safe. Always, yeah, always be safe. You know it, brother. I was just talking earlier about the Crucible. This is my very first one. It's either this one or the other one over there. It's never broke. 18. The first Crucible I was using 18 times, and I usually do anywhere from a 2 to 2.5 hour session at 1150 to 1200 degrees, sometimes up to 3 hours. But that got my money worth out of that, and I think I can still get some more use out of it. Now, one of them, the 1 kilos, I do not like them at all. One of the very first ones, to give you an example, this is one I had in there, and I had that rate of 1200 degrees, and I used it for like 5 or 6 hours. I really burnt the heck out of that. That one, it's still got a lot of meat to it, but I don't know if I would trust it. And I don't like the 1 kilos. I like the 3 kilos. Yeah, you see 2 furnaces. Yeah, you do, brother. I got that back in April. That's a 2 out of 1 over here. The 2 out of 1, that's my original one. That's a 2 out of 2. That's a brand new one. Remember, I had that same problem as you did. I still called in my cell service. I would have to get international calling to call them. So I still haven't called them. I had the same problem. Hold on a second. I can turn that on. I got nothing but H's. It'll heat up. It'll start heating up. It gets up to maybe like about 700 degrees Celsius. It's about 7 degrees Celsius, and then I get nothing but those H's, and I can't do nothing. Gotta let it cool down. I forget what that was that you told me, the heat sending unit or something. I don't remember, but they sent you 2 of them. I still got to figure out a way and need a link to go to them and talk to them to see them, get them to send that to me. Because other than that, that's just a wallflower right now for me, J-Dog. That's a wallflower. Doesn't do me no good. Yeah, heat sensor. Yeah. And see that moth flying around here? I'm good with insects and animals, but moth, I don't want a moth flying around me. Sorry, buddy. I apologize. Sweet dreams. Sweet dreams. Goodbye. I'm sorry, guys. I had to get rid of that. You just saw a UFO. Good to see you, John. Amy, good to see you. I wonder if Jackknife's out here. Jackknife, I got my pocket pieces. Yeah, I got my pocket pieces right there for Jackknife. I usually always got those in there with me. That is funny. Hey, I don't know. Oh man, no, never mind. I ain't gonna show it to you. You guys have probably already seen it. So who thinks it's? I don't know. What time is it right now? I can tell it's 2:55. Mrs. Teeber don't get done work for another hour and 5 minutes. I could probably turn that on and get that going. About 45 minutes on average is usually at 1200 degrees. I can have molten copper. But hey, Cindy, good to see you. Good morning. Good morning. I'll leave it up to you guys. I can do a poll. I think I can do a poll on here. I don't know if I need to. I got stuff all over my desk here. Let me see here. Let me get my mouse going. I can do a poll. Who thinks I'd turn the 2 auto furnace up or not? Let's see. Let's create a poll. Okay. Let's see here. I'll just say turn on to auto. Turn on 2 auto. Question mark. Okay. Simple. Turn on 2 auto. That means you want me to turn it on now tonight. And in about 45, 50 minutes, I should have very close to have molten copper. I got about 24 ounces in there. I can pour another dragon. I can pour a pew pew. I can pour a heart. I can do an arrowhead. Doesn't matter. I'll let you guys be the judge. I'm going to start the poll. You guys decide. If you do, we got to do it quick. So I got a poll going. Select yes if you want. Select no if you want me to wait. This was basically for tomorrow. I just wanted to share with you my journey and my experience in prepping the 2 auto furnace and cutting up some of my copper that I use. I got a lot of copper. Even other than that wire copper, I've got multiple. I got a lot of pure 999 copper, a lot. And then I also have probably a couple 100 pounds of used dirty copper. I've been collecting it for years. You'll take a bar. I got T-bird bars. I still got quite a few in my studio. Uh, I got a lot of them. There's been a lot of them that have gone out the door, but I'm going to leave you guys. Oh boy, so far we got 75% of you saying turn on the 2 auto furnace. Well, it ain't going to take me much, but if that stays above 50%, okay. Um, I'm already set. Oh, I lied. I had my Crucible. I had my 2 auto furnace set for 600 degrees Celsius to cure that. So I got to change the setting. I'm going to go over and I'm going to turn it up. The maximum it'll go to is 1200. So I'm setting it for 1200 degrees Celsius. Turn that just a little bit. There, maybe you guys can see it. I'll try to zoom in on it. I need to have another stand over here. I'm only 5'8", guys. I'm 5'8". Okay, 5'8.5". But I've got a high desktop over here, and actually over here. Oh, there it is. Ooh, yeah. Z-Force 800 EX. I got little stands up here, little platforms. Boop, boop, to raise me up. To raise me up. And like I said, I also apologize. I'm kind of going through everything and I'm not paying attention to the chat. And I've been very good at that lately, or every time that I get on. But you can see how that's climbing up. It's set for 1200 degrees Celsius. It's at 62, 63 Celsius. It climbs rather fast. It's that 2 auto furnace has seen a lot of action. It's seen a lot of action. We'll let that turn up, and if it happens to drop down to 50%, then I'll just shut it off. No biggie, no biggie. Set this out of the way. I do have some quench water, but I apologize if J Dog's still out here. Yeah, I never finished saying. I got sidetracked talking what was going on in the chat, but mentally corrupted. He's an awesome dude. He does a lot of pouring too, and he usually pours every Friday. Res Babo, woo! Yeah, brother, good to see you. Was it you, Res Babo, that really liked that knife? There's a few of you. Yeah, that's a Minty Cactus says she has the same exact knife. She commented on my video. She's got the same exact knife. I used that to cut open Littlefoot's envelope. I'm a little tired. That's why I'm a little reluctant on actually, flicking it really good. Weldon Carries has a lot of knives, and so don't I. I don't show them all, but this is one of them that I show. And I have that out here with me. But Mentally Corrupted, throw your link up there, brother. For those that are not subscribed to you, they should all be subscribed to you. Go check him out. He does a Friday silver pour usually every week. Not every single week, because I have seen a few weeks where he hadn't, but maybe because of he wasn't ready or things going on, and I can understand that. But he always does a silver pour, usually on Fridays. And I need to go finish checking him out. I'm behind schedule a little bit. Who has more toys than the bird? I don't know. Yeah, you put me on the spot, Rasbabo. Yeah, I got some toys. But to get back to Mentally Corrupted, I like to call him J Dog. He's my brother. There's his link. Go check him out. If you're not subscribed to Mentally Corrupt, you need to be. Read your comments on the furnace. Yes, I did read that. I did read that. I'll scroll back to it in a moment. I had read it, browsed through it real quick. Um, I'd have to get my mouse here, but I want to get to it. I learned the ice quench from J Dog. J Dog, I got that from him, and I love that ice quench. There's been times in the summertime I've actually gone back and I put water in the freezer and froze it. So let me just go back and make sure that it wasn't something I about. Uh, it might have been a ways back. To be safe. Da, 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 da. I have gone through two of those. Oh, you've gone. Oh, I didn't see that. You have gone through two of those in the power button. I think that's maybe what you're referring. I might have missed that. You chatted with them directly. Yeah. I actually a couple of cooling fans in the base of the unit. Yeah, because the other one, the newer 2 auto only goes up to a maximum of 1150. I can't even get it to go. I can set it, but it won't even go to 2000. This one goes right or 1200. Sorry, this goes to 1150, no higher. This one goes to 1200. Um, but yeah, I'll have to get a number on them or something because I tried to call them. I got another moth flying around, another UFO. Man, he got his brother. But I can't call internationally. I don't have that set up on my plan. Yeah, it should be 1200 degrees exactly. Um, I don't have any other power cords because I got 3 different power cords going to what I have here. So I've got that, and I have another power cord going to this 2 auto furnace. Right now it's up to 443 Celsius. I'll close that so it heats up and keeps the heat in there. Um, but yeah, I need to. Everything seems to work. It does heat up, but it gets to a certain temperature and it just shuts off and goes all H's, and it does nothing. I've had no problems with this one at all. And this one does seem to be a little bit. They're the same exact model, same thing. But when you look into the back part where the heating fans and stuff are, uh, things seem to be a little differently done up between the two. I'm usually pretty good at taking things apart and tinkering with things, but I'll have to reach out. Vegas Stacker, good morning. How you doing? I'll have to reach out with you, or maybe you can send me an email. Please send me an email, a telephone number, some way. Somehow I'm gonna have to contact them to get that heat sensor and replace it myself. Maybe if you can take a picture of it and email it to me, that would be cool. The heat dropped on the chips, and you need to have it all the way up for the best result. Nice. Good. Operator error. LOL. Rise Bubble, they run on 110. On 110. They they suck up quite a bit of electricity. Not bad considering. Uh, I when I had been using it, I used it quite a little bit, and I didn't notice too much more in my electric bill. Maybe 60 or $70 additional in a month's time when I was using it all the time. Can you put some fans close to the hardware? Try to let it cool down some. Hmm. I think Amy's asking that towards you, mentally corrupted, probably. Um, yeah, I've got to do a little more like research. Like I said, I've had no problems with that one at all. None, nothing whatsoever. It's the brand new one. I never used the dang thing yet. I tried to use it and I couldn't. It's brand spanking new, and it's got that soft fuzzy felt inside there. The heat for a heat shield. I didn't like that as much. That thing is collecting some dust. Let me go open up the. I have to go upstairs in my upper loft. I just want to open up the upstairs window. It creates it creates a little bit of a draft in here. Oh, you guys are getting a side shot, ain't you? Yeah, Rasbubble, hold on a minute. We'll Emperor. Conqueror balls. Somebody was asking about my toys. T-Bird's got the most toys. I don't know. Do I? Let's see. J Dog. There's you've all seen the Doom Buggy go kart. Excuse the hose down there for the air. And there's the other dirt bike, the 125. I don't know if you can see that or not. That's my Sika 2 Yamaha over there. And then there's Mrs. T-Bird's dirt bike, which I I turned the governor up and maxed it out. Then I have the one that I usually do. That's the white 125. Got that one. So I don't know what's that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Uh, let me get my. Where's my headlamp? All right, get my headlamp out so you guys can see it. I got an Arctic Cat. It's only a 250. I got an Arctic Cat 250 over there. I don't know if you can see that. Oop. My battery's dying on this. I got an Arctic Cat 250 over there, 4-wheeler, and that's my new toy. That's my new toy right there, Z-Force 800 EX, and that thing goes. Woo! Does it fly? Yeah, I love that thing. Me and Miss Steve love it. So do the dogs. Puppy dogs love that as well. Just turn it over here. Now let me look at the chat. Where's my laser? That's coming soon. That's what I'm going to be getting is a laser. I had to get the toy. I had to get the toy. I got plenty of time for the laser. I'm in no rush, no hurries. I'm just so busy. I'm just so busy with work and everything else that I do with my own personal life, and then trying to do the YouTube thing and the content and everything. And I go nonstop. Nice. I need a nice one for your gold prospecting. Oh, gold prospecting. I do that every once in a while. I did a little bit of it when me and Miss Steve went off the grid. Needless to say, I only found a couple of flakes. Nothing worth anything. I've got that on my one of my cameras because when we went off the grid, my phone died, and I only had our other camera that I had was able to charge it. I didn't have anything to charge my cell phone with, so I had to record in my other 5K camera that Mrs. T-Bird had got me for Christmas, and the video is not compatible when I download it to my phone or to the computer, and I need to figure that out before I can actually get any of the footage off from that. It's the same thing like with my GoPro. I got a GoPro, and that works awesome. But there's a lot of work to it. When you download it, it takes a 5 minute video might take 25 minutes to download from your GoPro to your phone, and then you have to edit it before you can see it and actually upload it. But I snuck out of fees and I took one that I downloaded to my phone and I uploaded it directly to YouTube, and I couldn't see what it was until it was completely uploaded. Then I went and looked at it, and that's where it's got a picture of me with the doom buggy going around, and there was a weird sky event to where it looked like the sun was down below the horizon, and there was like a V shaped thing going up through the clouds, and it was a perfect line, like a perfect V that kept going wider and wider and wider. It was completely straight lines, and you could see the clouds, light on one side, dark on the other. There is a reasoning for that, and I did a little research on it. I can't quite explain it right now, but let's see, read it. Dated a couple of flakes. Gold flakes. Couple of gold flakes. You must have been gold diggers, Vegas. Thank you so much, John. Your wife, yeah, just lost. Wife just lost a couple of weeks ago due to bad wiring. Ooh, oh, that ain't good. That ain't good. Oh man, you could have. Yeah, exactly. Um, a lot of my wiring isn't done in here. I built this garage myself. Uh, it's not completely finished, but uh, I've done all my own wiring, and there's still some wiring. I don't know if you can see it up in the ceiling or not. In the trying to block off my upper light, but I've got it's in the walls and it comes up through, and that's some three-stage wiring that goes over to operate the lights for upstairs. I got a switch, a three-way switch, which I made, and the wires go up there, and you can see a few other wires run along the rafters up there of the I beams that I got. On my home when I got it, I had to redo a few of the wiring because they did a shit job, and the wiring is pathetic. I mean, I'm a certified electrician from back in the day. I haven't up kept anything, but I used to build houses and I used to do electrical. I used to put in furnace systems, water pipes, you name it, I did it. But I used to wire houses and everything. I built houses and garages and everything from the foundation, from pouring the foundation to doing the framing, uh, doing the insulation, doing the wiring, the insulation, the sheetrocking, the mudding, the taping, everything, the sanding, hanging doors, building, showers, tiling, grouting, you name it, I've done it. But what's getting poured today? I don't know. I wasn't planning on pouring until tomorrow, but I put up a poll, Vegas, and I was just going live to. I was didn't know whether I wanted to go in my inside studio or do a fire pit live or come in here and just get prep going for tomorrow for my pouring tomorrow. And I put up a poll, and every 88% saying that I should be pouring. I said, should I pour tonight? And they said, yeah. So I don't know. Um, I've got things right here. I don't know. I can just about pour anything. I've got hundreds of pounds of copper. I got copper to burn, so it ain't gonna hurt me to pour another dragon or pour another heart or pour a pew pew. I just before you came in, I stripped down some wire and I loaded up the crucible. I got over 24 ounces. My after putting the crucible on there and tearing it out down to zero and having the copper that I had in it, it overloads it at 24 ounces. So I got over 24 ounces of copper in there. So I don't know. You guys decide. Just let me know. I know I could pour another dragon. I could pour a pew pew. I got enough to do both of them. I forget how much the dragons usually are. I got one dragon right here. I from my last pour about a month ago. I still haven't cleaned that up yet. Still got it out here. I poured that about a month ago, 3 weeks to 4 weeks ago. Let's take a quick look, see what that weighs. You don't have to take my word for it. I know I had people guessing on it when I did it. Oh, hold on. I hit the mode. I got to go back to ounces. Grams, ounces. There we go. That's 10.79 ounces. 10.79 ounces. So basically about 10, 11 ounces. If I pour a dragon, pew pew is even less than that. So yeah, I got enough to do those 2 pours. I got my MAP gas torch right here, all there and ready to go. Just got to heat those up, get a little bit of the water moisture off from there. And I got that. I just have to turn around and find my safety gloves, my PPE. I got a winter glove there. I don't like those gloves that. I got to find my real gloves. Oh, these things. They come with the 2 auto furnaces. It's like a winter mitten. It's like a winter mitten. It's bulky. It's bulky. I don't like it. I've got real welding gloves. I'm trying to think of where the heck they are. And I prefer the welding gloves. They're just as safe. I got some right here. I think copper leaf could be cool. A copper, yeah, maple copper leaf. Yeah, that is a good idea. Well, what the heck, Conquer? What? I got 2 right-handed welding gloves. What's going on with that? Where? Dang it. Well, I guess I can always put the right hand on the left one backwards. Let me take a peek at that. See what that's doing. No, not ready yet. I don't think it's been that long anyways. Like I said, it was going to take pretty close to almost 4 o'clock from the time that I got it. That goes well with the left shoe. Yeah, it does. The left shoe. I like these type of gloves. I've got these, and I've got a better pair than this that are much nicer than these ones. But I think I got those right inside the house. I forgot to grab them. Oh, there's that UFO again. Hold on. Sorry, guy. Gotta go. I got my back garage door open. He's still flying around. I'm trying to catch him. Now, he must see him in there. He must fly through here every once in a while. All right, Vegas. Take care. Have yourself a good night. I'll probably maybe still do some pours tomorrow. I got a lot that's going on tomorrow, but I'm going to do that. You know what? All right, there we go. Now he's gone. I forgot. When that copper gets up, I can throw. I got that little bead from one of my last pours that was left over inside the Crucible. I can probably throw that in there. Oh, let's see here. Ooh, wow. I didn't think I had that many people in there. I got 12 people in here, it says. 19 likes. Awesome. That one's got the bird in flight on the back. I'm sorry, Cindy. Nikki, how you doing, Nikki Lee? Good to see you. You want a dragon? Yeah, I've got quite a few of them. This isn't even cleaned up. I could probably even clean that up while we're waiting for that. It's just some copper cream cleaner. I can clean that up. It's going to dirty the water a little bit though. For when I do a quench, I think that'll probably be all right. Hey, 3D Woodworks, good to see you, brother. But I'm getting back to. I may have missed a little something before. Cindy had said the one that got the bird in flight in on the back. I'm not sure. Elaborate on that, please, Cindy, if you would. Cartier Silver, what's going on? Good to see you. What you doing up? Like you should ask you. Yeah, right. Well, I'm not working tomorrow. and I've been working 10-hour days every day of the week. Go in for 3 o'clock. I leave about 2. Little after, yeah, about 2. Leave about 2. I start at 3. Work a 10-hour shift. Another half-hour drive home. Mrs. T-Birds was working last night to 4 o'clock. He's working again tonight till about 4. I've got nothing else better to do. I was gonna do a fire pit live, and it rained. It's all wet out there. I got some dry wood, but it's no fun sitting in my fire pit when everything's all wet. I was either go back to my studio like I did last night, or come out here and get some copper prep for tomorrow night's pour, which I wanted to do. And then I did a poll, and the census is at 90% that I turned the furnace on. Right now it's at 1,189 degrees Celsius. It's almost at its max. It's at 1190. Let's take a quick look at that. And I was just gonna be out here in my garage studio, Cartier, and do a little prep while I was chatting with you guys live. And it's at 1193 right now and climbing. Uh, that's Celsius. And once that gets going for a little bit, it won't take long for that copper to melt. I don't think Cartier's seen my toys. Ooh, the new edition. Have you seen the new edition, Cartier? That's a cool ride in the country. Oh yeah, I love that thing. I've wanted one for such a long time, and I finally got it. Yeah, I was talking to you last night when you were in there about Eagle Eye Cartier, or he saw some stuff inside of one of my boxes, and that's for some of that. That's where I reached in to purchase mine and Mrs. T-Bird's new toy. You know what I'm talking about, Cartier. You don't need to say it, but you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, thank you, 3D. Yep, I'm pretty safe with it. Uh, I ain't gonna lie, I'm a country boy. I've grown up in the country. I drive country roads, and there's other roads that are dirt roads that are really nice dirt roads. And I kid you not, I've had that as high as 75 miles an hour, and it had a little more to go. I think top speed might be 80 without turning any governor up on it. I think top speed is probably 80 miles an hour in that puppy. It's a Z-Force 800 EX. It hums right along. Um, I think me and Mrs. T-Bird have put about 400 miles on it. We've only had it, I don't know, 3 weeks maybe? 3 or 4 weeks. Let me see if I can turn the key on. I'll tell you. Just bear with me for a minute. I'm just waiting for the copper to melt. Do a little pouring. Oh, let's see. 529.9 miles. 521.9 miles. Yeah. And the furthest we drove away from our residence with it is probably about 7 miles away. About 7 miles away. Yeah, thank you, 3D. Yeah, like the magic box. Yeah, I still gotta get things organized out here. I got a lot of stuff. This, while I'm waiting for that cup, because he would have liked that. Oh man, I'm curious because we got a much older group out here. Let me get this out of here. Come on. I don't want to mess the box up. I don't want to mess the box up. Keep my headlight down. How many of you guys, and I've had this forever and it's never been opened. I know the box, it's been opened. I lied. It hasn't been taken out and used. How many of you, because I vaguely remember this, but I've had this forever. It's a space buggy featuring John Apollo by Marx. Who remembers that? I don't. I don't remember when I got it. It's never been used. I've got a lot of stuff, trinkets and stuff like that. This, you know, not a lot, but I've got a few. Set that over there. Who's seen that before? Has anybody of you seen that? That the space buggy. I was going to sell that on eBay when I sold a lot of my Pokemon cards and some of my other old models and other old things that I've sold. I was going to sell that before your time. Yeah, I forget. I'm going to have to take a picture of it and Google that thing. It's got to be at least 20, 30. Well, no, it's got to be at least 30 years old or older. I don't know. I've opened the end and peeked in it, but I've never taken it out from the inside of the box. It's all original. It's old and dirty, the outside of the box. It might be. I think it is Emperor. I'm sorry. Conquer Emerald. We got a little mixed up there. My apologies. I'm tired. Yeah, that is an old toy. That was from the Lost in Space. It could be. It could be 3D. Uh, it hasn't seen the light of day. Oh man, let me take a peek inside here real quick. Oh yeah, she's starting to get cherry red. She's starting to get cherry red, but there's no molten copper yet. It hasn't seen the light of day in 25 years. There it is. There it is. U.S. Space Corps. I think I'm remembering where I got it from. I think I'd seen it back around 25 years ago at a yard sale. I bought it at a yard sale. It ain't something that I bought at the store myself. I seen it and I knew it was old, and I always like buying old antique stuff. I think I don't know. I remember what I paid for it. Now it's starting to come back to me. It was at a yard sale and I seen it and I knew it was old. And I thought it may be worth something. What's the name on it? The Space Buggy. It's got featuring John Apollo, and it's made by Marx. M-A-R-X, I believe it is. Yeah, by Marx. M-A-R-X. I'm sure if I take a picture of it and Google it, I can find it. It's not quite brand new. I thought it was more newer than that. It looks like it's kind of been used. And I remember as soon as I opened up and seen it, I remember it came to my mind. I picked that up at a yard sale. Donut and coffee. Well, that's still melting. 328. How long has that been? It's been about a half an hour now. About a half an hour? Yeah, about a half an hour. So definitely 1200 degrees. There were some awesome peace dollars, Cartier. You're still here? And that silver you got, those 5 bars, that was kind of cool. What kind of price did you get those 5 bars for? Just out of curiosity, I don't remember if you said it on your video or not. Did you get a good price on those? Because I think silver is up. It's still above 40, I think. Spot a week ago. Oh wow. Yeah, I remember you saying something like you got it at spot, but I didn't quite catch how long ago you got it because I was watching your video at work and we had a lot of background noise and I had the volume turned down. We had all of our work done, but we were kind of just kicking around, sitting around, not doing anything. Hmm. Thank you, Cindy. That's interesting. Hmm. The buggy last sold at 125 in July. And you don't think I had the box. Cool. AC one down to 5.5. No donuts. Oh boy, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to laugh at you. I'm. I don't even know what mine is, but I'm not a diabetic. Mrs. T-Bird is. But I pound the sugar. I pound the sugar. You ought to see the stuff that I eat. It may catch up with me one of these days, but I seem to burn it right off. 4 10-ounce bars last week. Yeah, but in the video that I watched tonight, that one from me. Okay, I will absolutely. These are good 3D. The ones that you showed on your video tonight that I commented on when I was at work. Tioso, buenas noches, Nirita. ¿Cómo está? Uh, these are cinnamon donut muffins, baked, not fried, but they're awesome. And I got some nice. This is for 3D. I said to eat one for him. Eat one for him and take a few swigs of coffee. I like my creamer. I got about 1/3 of this is creamer and the rest of it's coffee. But they got some nice sugar on them. They're pretty good. Oh yeah, yeah. I got a flaming young in the fridge that I got earlier today at the store. I wanted to cook that tonight. I'll cook it tomorrow. I'll have that. I don't eat very healthy, but I am what I am, I guess. I mean, I do eat healthy, but yeah, I eat just totally bad as well. All the sugars and all the snacks, and I love my snacks. Sleepy but late. 3:30 a.m. But too late to go to sleep. Yeah, maybe I might not even go to sleep because I wanted to. It's not Saturday Showdown anymore. It's what I keep forgetting the name of it. The new name with Vegas and Blue Collar Stacker. They got a special guest on there today, and I think it's about 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. You're a stress eater. I just love to eat. I eat anytime, anywhere, any. I'm always hungry. It seems. Maybe it's my body metabolism. I don't know. I'm very high wired. Um, I've always got a lot of energy. I do a lot in just in the work and the things that I do at my job. I'm always on the go. I'm always I don't know how to explain it. I'm just always go, 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 go. Everything that I do. So I burn a lot of it. And I don't slow down. I maybe that's what keeps me in such good shape. I don't know. I'm 59. Happy birthday to you as well, Cartier. I don't know if it was yesterday or today. I know it's been fairly recent, but happy birthday. I think you're 4 years younger than I am. If I had to guess, I'm thinking you just turned 56, possibly. I think. I know you're around the mid 50 area. So you can make a T-bird pill. There you go. You could use some. Awesome. Yeah, I thought so. I was correct then. I was correct. And happy birthday. I'm not sure. Um, let's see. Today is the 6th. Um, I'm guessing it was the 5th. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. I just do know that you've had a birthday recently on the 2nd. Happy belated birthday then. Yeah, I'll be 60 next May. Hard to believe because I don't feel 60. I don't feel it at all. Uh, I feel like I'm in my mid 40s. I hope I always stay that way. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Always a pleasure to have you out here, Carter Silver. Appreciate you, brother. Let me take a peek at that. Oh, let me get this stuff out of my way so I don't trip on it. I got that big copper ball down here. Yeah, the healthy stuff that I drink is some of Mrs. T-Bird stuff because I always got to get her vitamin water. It's zero sugar, but I bring those to work. So I guess that's healthy. I don't know. Let's take a look. Woo! It's down there. It's going down. It's going down. Let me just make sure where you guys are viewed at. Okay. Do you guys want to look inside there to see what it looks like? I can remount you after. Let's take a quick look. It's not ready to pour. Like I said, about 45 minutes. We do have some type of meltage going on in there. Hey, Rob, how you doing? Good to see you. Thank you so much for stopping in. What I usually like to do is I try to open it up. Sometimes it gets held up a little bit. Sometimes I try to help it down a little bit. All right. Linda Bob Mom was here. She'd give me heck. Man. And if everybody, she's not my real mom. She's my YouTube internet mom. But there's been a few times where I've tried to tap that down like that. And I hit molten copper. It wound up and it froze up in the middle of that. Let me see if I got my paper towel still out here and I can clean that piece up while that's still going. I had some paper towels here somewhere. Yes, I do. Let's see. Who was it that was talking about this that said they loved the dragon? Was it Cindy? I don't know who was talking it earlier. I'd have to scroll back. Let me take a quick look. I was talking about maybe cleaning it up. I don't know if I can scroll back that far or where it might be. I know we had Nikki Lee out earlier. I really appreciate her stopping by. Yeah, it was Nikki Lee. It was Nikki Lee. Yeah. Oh man. And she may have left. I'm not sure if Nikki Lee is still here. Uh, Dang it. I was talking about taking the copper creamer, and cleaning that up a little bit. It was for my last pour, and I haven't even cleaned it yet. Now let me take this out. Let me see what I can't do with this. All right. How's the lighting? I feel like a midget right now because I got my tripod up there. I'm trying to stand up here. It's got a lot of liquid in it, so you can already see it start to change the metal and dripping over the top of everything. It doesn't take much because it's soaked up a lot of the liquid stuff from it. Let me throw that back in there. Let me let this set here for a moment. Just a moment, just so I can weep up the spillage that leaked onto my crucible. Here, not my crucible, my graphite mold, and my dragon. I don't know how that's going to react when I go to pour some liquid copper in there. It shouldn't do anything. Just burn away. Maybe I can hit it with a torch. I'll be hitting that with a torch anyways. I said I feel it's very difficult because I'm kind of reaching around everything. Let me show you guys just a little bit. I can't get in there. I'm just using my fingers. I don't need my PPE for this. This ain't gonna burn my fingers. Ain't gonna be. It's got some acid to it, but it's more or less kind of like almost like citrus. It's like a citrus acid, so to speak. It's a little stronger than that, but give you a little bit better look at that. I don't know if you guys tell me if you guys can notice a difference in that. It could be my lighting. I've got like I said, I got these stands that I'm standing on in the front of the desktop here, and when I go off to the side, I drop down, and I'm kind of peeking around. Let me try to find that. Maybe turn the camera. There we go. I clean that up just a little bit. But you can see the red patina on there. Clean that copper up real nice. Of course, there's some other pieces I couldn't quite get my fingers in there, like around the hands and whatnot. A lot of nice red patina on the back of it. I could clean that black up like that. Yes, it does. Were you able to see like the before? How dirty it was, kind of, because it hadn't even been cleaned yet. That's just a real quick cleaning. It's a real quick cleaning. That's the one I poured not that long ago. I'm going to set this down. I'm just going to take my map gas torch to this real quick off on a metal plate that I got over here. I spilled a little bit of that copper cleaner on there. I don't want to heat it up too much. I just want to make sure that stuff doesn't, that kind of burns it away a little bit. And I will use these mittens just to set this back over onto my fire bricks. Put the copper cleaner back over there. Take another peek into the 2 auto. Yes, Linda Bob, Mom. I don't know if you can watch this. Woo! We're not far from having liquid copper. I can still see it down there, but it's much, much, much lower. I'll disembark you again, let you take another peek down in there. Ooh, 12 people. Ooh, awesome. For some reason, I get around the corner over and it loses connect. It lost connection. Yeah. Now, I'm just going to close that. Let it keep going. It's got to have something to do with my Wi-Fi extender. Because my Wi-Fi extender is way over there in the 5th wheel. Back there. I don't know if you can see that light on the back. It's over there inside, but there's a window there. Usually I take my Wi-Fi extender and I put it outside on my pool deck, and that usually works pretty well. Make sure you guys zoomed in. When I go to pour this, how am I going to do this? I'm going to have to reposition you guys all together. I don't know, because I usually pour for where the camera is set up right now. I can turn the tripod around when I get ready to pour. I'll have to reposition the tripod over here facing this way because I'm right-handed and I pour this way. Let me turn around, put my gloves on, and try to see if I can't poke that down in there. Very close. Probably about another, I'm guessing, probably another 10 minutes, maybe 5-10 minutes possible. If I keep that closed, keep the heat in there. But in a few minutes there, I'll get ready. I got the pew pew up there. Let me move that pewter dragon out of there. Just reposition some things. Get that out of the way. Yeah, and then tomorrow I'll just have to reload it up or get something else different. Either get my flask going That's going to take me a little time. I've got an idea with my flask, and I'm going to pour some silver with that. But I've got to get the I got to get the sand in there and get that all together, and get it pounded out, and put a piece in there that I want to pour. Take your mold. Oops, hold on. I got something over the top of my window here. Couldn't see the chat. Take your mold and just set it on the top of your furnace. Yeah, it saves on the gas. It's no biggie. I got like five. I got two more over there. Two full ones over there, not even used. I right over there, Cartier. I got two more down below, and I got one on there that's full. I could set it on there, but then I got to pick it up. I just heat it up real quick just to take any tip of moisture off in there. I don't use it too much. How are we looking on the ring? Well, looking real nice. Are you talking? I'm assuming you're talking about the ring I got from you, 3D, or maybe you're talking about somebody else. I just saying. Yeah, a little hack. Yeah, yeah. I've tried that once before, but it's more. These are heavier pieces, and they're much heavier. So to grab it with my, because I'm not gonna grab it with my hands. I could probably grab it with my leather gloves, which would be easier. But I've done that before, and they smoked a little bit. But I grab it with this and try to flip it around. That dragon point, because the contours and stuff that are in there and the way it's designed, that dragon fights me to try to come out. It doesn't like to come out of there. I gotta flip it and flop it around and shake it, and I eventually get it out. Where'd my e-cigarette go? Yeah, I don't smoke Cartier. This is Steve does occasionally, but I do the vape thing. I gotta quit that. I gotta. They say this is worse for you than smoking. I don't know, but I've been slowly cutting down, little at a time. They say if it tastes good, and whether it's food or whatever it is, if it tastes good, spit it out. It's no good for you. There's another UFO, another Miller moth. Let's go. Who's into watching football? I ain't. I used to bet on football a lot, but I haven't. I'm sort of a reformed gambler. I used to like to gamble, whether it be going to the casinos or lottery tickets, or scratch offs, and I stepped away from that. Got away from that. I think we all know, maybe me and Miss Stevert, the last two draws we have bought in like $30 worth of quick picks on the Powerball. That's up to like 1.8 billion. But the only way you're going to win anything is to get all five numbers, or all five numbers and the Powerball. And the rest, I've got a couple of Powerballs off the tickets that we bought. And that's only like $4. And I think the other one, I forget what it is. We got one Powerball with two numbers, and that ain't nothing. But yeah, could you imagine winning 1.8 billion? Woo! Right now, if you're rich and you got some money to loan me, just lend me 275 million, and I'll give you an extra 50 million. Because if you got about 279 million, you got enough to play all the combinations, and you're guaranteed to win. You'd be guaranteed to win. Your guys likes to eat UFOs. Yeah, mine do too. I got a few of them flying around here. Some bigger ones and some smaller ones. Miller moths. But yeah, who? My thing went down to 79. Somebody must have selected no, but it's already too late. I've almost got melted copper. And like I said, if it stayed above 50% or more, I was gonna do it. Then we'll do the quench. I wish it was the ice quench. That's what I can do later on. I can get that bowl, get it cleaned out, put some fresh water in there for tomorrow, put that in the freezer, and we can do the ice quench. Yeah, yeah, Rob's Newsmatics. I seen that about the ER. I hope everything does come out okay. It works out good. Sorry to hear you having problems. It's never any good when you got a problem. A heater in my toy shed yet? Hmm. In my toy shed. Hmm. Are you talking about the shed where I plan on turning into a street tips work area? I've got a heater already in there and everything ready to go, but I never got around to switching it over, getting my fume hood up. I got everything I need to do with a fume hood, but I haven't found the time because of my work schedule. Hey, Devin, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by. I think you're new to my channel. I don't quite recognize you, but I appreciate you stopping there. Please smash the like button. If you're not subscribed, consider subscribing. I do everything from A to Z. I'm pretty much a I love to collect silver and gold and numismatics, and I do a lot of everything else. Rock collecting, you name it, I do it. You name it, I do it. Oh, the one I'm in here pouring now. No, I've got a furnace, but it's I got to run the furnace is right behind me. I've got a furnace right there. It's that green furnace. Uh, you can see the chimney right there. I've got the other pieces to connect up through to go up to the ceiling. I just got to do that, and then I'm pretty much all set. Uh, oh, another UFO. Did I catch him? Oh, yeah, I did, but he fell down. Goodbye. Sorry, brother. I don't like Miller mouths. Yeah, this garage is I don't have any heating system to speak of except for that wood coal furnace. It's a wood coal burning furnace. I can burn wood in it or coal, and it's got hot water elements in it. So when you're running it, you can have hot water from it, and it's got a blower in the background that blows through and around the furnace that comes out and goes into an air duct system. Um, I'm maybe thinking about getting something else different than that. I do have another Mr. Heater, but that kind of takes a lot of the oxygen out of the air, and I don't like using that so much. Yeah, I can see molten copper down there. Um, I don't want to poke that down in there. I'm just going to let it stay there and melt. I still see some metal wire, some metal wire at the top. I see some liquid copper coming up through, so it shouldn't be too much longer. I think it's probably been, yeah, it's probably been about 45 minutes now, pretty close to it, about 45, maybe 50 minutes. I didn't expect to run up into 4 o'clock, but Mrs. Beaver is probably still. I know she's still working, um, but sometimes she works a little bit over her time that she says. Tomorrow, I've got some things I need to do around my yard in the back. I've been cleaning it up quite a bit in the back, opening up. I got about 9 acres of land. There's a 2 acre section. I'm guessing it to be approximately about 2 acres that I've never done anything with, and it's a lot of trees and woods and. I'm trying to clean it up for my dirt bikes to go through to make some paths and trails over that area. There's like a big, deep. There's a steep hill, not too steep, but it only goes down maybe like 6 to 8 feet, and it's a small incline on this side. And when you go down, it dips down, but there's a pond over there on the left hand side. And that's all dried up right now, anyways. But I kind of want to get the brush and all that stuff all cleaned up so I can access it and I can go over that way with either my dirt bikes or my new toy. I've been working on that a little bit every day. Falling asleep. Okay, take care, 3D. Have a good night. We're only minutes away from having pure liquid copper. Oh yeah, it's liquid. There's a little ring. There's a little ring around the very top of it. I've got liquid bubbling up through now. I'll probably say another 5 minutes, and then I can pour. Let me move some things around here so I can get positioned. Okay, let's see here. I'm going to turn you guys. Let me get these gloves over here off to the side because it won't be long. I don't need that right here. Set that off to the side. I want to keep that right there. Coffee. Another UFO. Man. See him? Never. Never mouth. He almost fell right in. He almost. There you go. Alrighty. Get you guys set up in position so you can see that, and I'm going to zoom in a little bit. And clean that up just a little bit. I don't know how that would affect pour, but we're going to pour that. I'm going to pour this. Oh, geez. That's what I wanted. So I clean this up just a little bit. I'll blow it out and I'll heat it up just to get any type of moisture out of it. That one should be good. Well, I was counting with how many dragons I poured. I don't know how many. I do know I like a certain way how I pour it. When I get ready to pour it, now all I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of my other crucibles. And I'm just going to get myself positioned how I'd like to get positioned. So I got a good area. Let me see. So I'm comfortable for when I'm pouring. Yeah, I kind of like that. I kind of like that. I haven't poured. I've only poured once in 2 months. And that was about a month ago. So this is the first time that I've ever done a live pouring from beginning to end, from cutting everything up, loading the crucible, turning it on. Thank you, each and every one of you, for your patience. 9:58 in the morning there. Awesome. Still cold over there, eh, Cindy? A little 4 steel wool works nice. Yes, it does. It does. I got this little wire brush that I got, this nylon brush. Me turn around, heat that up just a little bit. And I'm just going to heat it up just enough to take any type of moisture out of it. I don't need to get it all super hot. I remember the first time when I poured, I thought I need to keep that right on there, and I didn't. Not for copper. It helps out with silver when you want the ripples in the back. Maybe I'll temporarily heat that one up too. See, I got something right there that I don't like. I think it's from that splatter from that copper cream. I can't. I got it. I need to. It ain't gonna. When I go over towards there, it shuts me. It goes off. Are we still connected live? I need a thumbs up. Cartier, somebody give me a thumbs up that we're still 5x5. I should be able to see on my. Let me see. Yep. Yeah, we're live because I can see it on my laptop. Awesome. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you. I can't send you guys over. I like to be able to show you. I'm going to close that cover down into the bowels of the crucible, but on the angle, because I have a wall. I have, you can't see it. I've got a wall right there, and I've got some metal in that wall, and it's just to the side of wherever it is. I'm when I go over towards there, because of where I have my Wi-Fi and my fifth wheel, you can't. It loses connection if I go any farther away than this. So I guess you guys have to just watch it from here. Let me zoom in here just a little bit so you guys can see that, and maybe see the ice quench, or not the ice quench, the water quench. How you doing, Canes Coins? Woo, good to see you. We're ready. We got molten copper. I'm gonna get that poured here in just a few seconds, maybe less than a minute. I'm just gonna let the top of that heat up a little bit. And I'm gonna turn that so I can get that angled right. There we go. All right, who's ready? I'm ready. Woo! Here we go. We'll pour that dragon. First time in a month. About 24 ounces in here. I wish J-Dog was still here, but he's with me back there. Uh-oh. Woo! There it is. Knock that in there. Close that back up. Ooh, yeah. You guys see that setup? Let me see if I can't turn that around. Like I said, it takes a little bit because the way the thing is, oh, it popped right out of there. Ooh, yeah. Let me use this over here. Pick that up. It'd be easier for me. Here we go. Quench. Woo! Red hot dragon. There it is. If I had to guess, that's maybe somewhere around number 16, 14 or 16 dragon. It's going to look black. Now, wherever that black is, underneath it is going to have red patina on it. When I clean that up, that's going to have all red patina on the back. That's going to stay copper looking right there, and that's going to have red patina. So this is going to be another red dragon. Another red dragon. Set this right off to the side. I've still got plenty of copper in there. Let's see. Let's take a peek in there. Oh, gotta wait for that ladle to drop down there. Let me see if I can't coerce that hardened ladle piece. Cartier knows what I'm talking about. When you pour that and it comes out the end, you get a little ladle piece on there. See if I can't knock that down in there and get that to melting up a little quicker. I give it probably about 2 minutes. I think oops. Why is my screen blue on my laptop? It's still good. I think I'm still good. Uh-oh. Do I need another thumbs up? Let me see. Hope I didn't lose anybody. Oh, 5 times 5. Awesome. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you. I was worried I lost it. It'll be another minute. And what do we want to do? We want who? Just type it in the type it in there. Do we want to do another dragon or do we want to do a pew pew? A GUN. Pew pew or another dragon? I've still got a lot of copper in there. I'm guessing, I know I had over 24 ounces. That dragon should be pretty close to about 10 ounces, maybe 11. I got at least enough to pour another dragon, maybe 2 pew pews. Another dragon? Katia says another dragon. All right, unless anybody contests it, we're gonna pour another dragon. That's still nice and hot. I don't even need to heat that up. It's still nice and hot from the molten metal being in there. Cindy says dragon. Kane's coin says waves and says cool. All right, take another peek in there. There it goes. It just fell in there. I'll give it just about 20 more seconds to make sure that little piece turns right into molten copper. It's already got a big puddle of molten copper in there. I'd really love to show you the bowels of the Crucible and zoom you in and out. It's very difficult to get in there to see it, but the way the copper dances and sparkles around in there, it's just amazing. It's amazing to see. And if you haven't never seen it, go check out some of my older porn videos. Go check it out. I've done it 3 or 4 different times, and I've got some very good videos, footage of looking down into the bowels of the Crucible and looking at the liquid copper. Make a dragon pack. Yeah, awesome. Cool, cool, cool beans. Gonna do another dragon. All right. That should still be hot. I'm gonna get ready to pour. There we go. Dragon number 2. Woo! Look at that. Yeah. I still got copper. You knock that ladle in there. Boy, it's gonna be that's gonna have some patina on it. Oh yeah. Man, look at that. Popped right out of there. Popped right out of there. Here we go. I'm gonna go for the quench. Quick quench. Oh yeah. Woo! Wow. You guys couldn't see that. Oh man, I wish you guys could have seen that. I'd never tipped down. Yeah, I think this is gonna be another red dragon. I can almost see it. That's still pretty warm. That water's hot. That water's hot. Woo! That's like very hot bath water. Very hot bath water. Just in 2 quenches. Yeah, that's gonna be all red as well. That's gonna be all red. That's gonna be neat to see. I can probably set them off to the side. Set those both off to the side. Maybe I can clean those right up, and that you can use that. I'm going to take a peek into the Crucible. I don't know if I have enough to do a pew pew. I don't know if I got enough to do a pew pew or not. No, I don't, because the ladle didn't fall down in. Dang it. Oh. No, it won't go all the way down. It's stuck. Oh, man. Oh, well, let me pull this out of here. I'm going to pull this out of here. The ladle didn't go all the way down. I'm going to put that in there, quench it. Yeah, I just made a mess here. So some of the liquid came out and it splattered onto my desk from that ladle. Made a little smoke because I had the ladle, what I call the ladle had stuck in there, and it got bigger, and it wouldn't go all the way down to the bottom. It wouldn't go all the way down to the bottom. And what was happening, I'm going to shut that furnace off. What was happening, like I said, it got towards the end, it always seems to have some really awesome purple colors. It's still pretty hot. Pretty bad. But the ladle right here was holding, oops, I got you zoomed in. Let me zoom you back out. The ladle right here was holding some liquid copper in there. When I took that out, I was going to quench it to show it to you. I tipped it, and then the liquid rolled off out of there and landed on top of my metal top of my desk, and a piece rolled off, and it started to smoke a little bit. I knocked it onto the cement floor. But that's what happens a lot of times towards the bottom. It seems like a lot of the red patina on there settles to the bottom of the Crucible quite a bit. So like the more that I pour, the end part of it seems to have some awesome looking patina. But I got that anyways, and I'll probably clean that up and see what that looks like. See if I want to keep it or not. And if not, I can always cut it up and I can remelt it. Let me bring you guys over here real quick. Like, look at this. This is the piece I wanted to show you. Like that. Oh man, look at that. This is the piece that fell out. Oh. Yes, Mrs. T Bird, I hear you. It's after 4 o'clock, 4:11. Oh man. Check that out. I'm gonna keep that. I got two pieces that are like that. I'm gonna keep that. Isn't that cool? That's the molten copper that came out of that little spot, that little ladle piece. Remember I told you at the bottom it always has these really cool, awesome colors. That's so cool. I like that. Yeah, I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save it. Like I said, I wish you guys could really see that. Oh, I mean, there's a little bit of stuff that needs to be cleaned up on it. The black stuff will come off. But check that out. Check that out. That is wicked. That is super cool. Nice. Nice. It's nice when you can take a mistake or something or whatever and turn it into something. Let me, for those that want to hang out, I'm Mrs. T-Bird's done work and she came out here. I got that little UFO, another UFO flying around. Let me turn around and clean this up real quick. Like I said, the water isn't going to matter anymore. I can take this, I can clean this piece up and show it to you real quick. Like I said, this has soaked up a lot of the liquid, so it's not going to take that much. And I put that there like that, and you guys will be able to see this actually take place. This is a red dragon as well, like I said. So isn't that other one? Let's let that set there just for a little bit. Where'd my other little brush go? Actually, let me dip in there. Let me get some of that cleaner on there. Put that on there, let that sit for just a little bit. Do the same thing with this one. Yeah, my hands are all dirty now. I apologize. All right. This isn't a wire brush. It's a bristle, bristle brush, a nylon bristle brush. I won't touch any of the red patina on it unless I aggressively scrub it. But I'm just going to clean this up real quick just to get so you guys can see it. Another red dragon. I should do the back too, but you know, after, just so you guys can get an idea of it and look at it. I'll finish and clean it up afterwards. Another red dragon. Super cool. It's not comparable to the other one that I poured a month ago. It's got the red patina on the outside of the. It's got all red back. This other one is going to be about the same thing, but maybe a little bit different. Some stuff. The paste that's in there is not as potent as it should be because this sponge has soaked up the liquid out of it. So most of the citrus acid that's in there that takes that black patina, which is part of the process of the copper, is part of the copper, has been soaked up out of the paste and is basically sitting inside the sponge. And if you let it sit there for a few minutes, it's easier to come off. But this is just to give you guys like a sort of an idea. Because like I said, this is going to end up being a red dragon as well. Not as prominent as the other one, but where the copper is going to stay color. And then wherever the black is, where you see black, the black patina is going to come off, and underneath that black patina is going to be the red as well. I don't think this one's going to be as desirable as the other one. This one's really nice. That one's really nice. I like that one. But there's them two, and there's that unique piece. And then I got the ladle. Like I said, the ladle is going to be the same exact thing. It's really nice underneath here when you get that it's like a sheen. There's like a glaze sheen on that when it comes out like that. But anywhere where the black is, if you put the copper cleaner on it and clean it up, it's gonna become red just like that. The dragon did. But anybody have any questions? I'm gonna probably end it here, and I'm gonna maybe try to cut up a few more pieces and do a little preparation maybe for tomorrow. I'm gonna go in and go spend some time on this. Maybe get up at 11 or 12. If anybody gets out there and they go to Saturday Showdown, which is now named something a little different, the Blue Collar Stacking and Vegas Stacker, please apologize to them for me. Tell them I'm sorry. I don't think I'm going to be able to make it. I'm going to set my alarm, but I'm probably never going to hear it. Thank you so much, Carter Silver. Awesome, brother. Thank you very much for hanging out here and watching me do my pour. It was all the census. Everybody wanted me to pour tonight. Thank you very much, John, Renee, and me. I appreciate you as well, brother. Thank you so much, Raz Babo. Thank you. Thank you so much, Cindy. You're awesome. You're so cool. You're always there for me, Cindy. You all are. You're all so cool. You're all my brothers. You're all my sisters. I love each and every one of you like a brother and a sister. I love spending time with you guys. I love to see you guys coming into my videos and my live streams and on my videos and the shorts that I post. I want to try to get back into doing more of my numismatic coins and back into my silver. As the weather gets colder, that's going to be inevitable anyways. And streaming from my YouTube studio inside the house, I got tons and tons, loads of things to share with you. Loads of stuff. The things I enjoy doing and what I like to share. And I think a lot of you like the same exact stuff. I know Cartier does. He loves coins. He loves silver. I'm sure he loves gold too. I love it all. I love rides in my dune buggy, my go-kart, my new toy. I like things to do with outside with the nature and everything. There's just so much that I like and I enjoy to do. I appreciate you wanting to share that with me. Thank you so much, guys. All right. Have a good night. Thanks again. In 5, 4, 3. Yeah. What's the word? Cartier knows what the word is. Jack is not here. She went to bed. Bird's the word. Thank you, guys. T-Birdo. You want a coral? I want that coral piece, T-Bird. It looks like it's a coral piece. That's awesome. It is. Oh, man. Alrighty, guys. Talk to you later. T-Bird out.